guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke, Alan, you know the business. We've missed Alan for a couple of weeks. It's been hard. But we're back for Kill Team, and we are on the brink, obviously, of Kill Team Elites. We're all super hyped for it. I hope you guys are. There's been a very, obviously, mixed batch with it, I think. I think that's mainly 40k players complaining that it's getting a lot of attention, probably. I think they're just getting a bit, like, whiny about it.
Would you like some salt with that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But if you're a proper Kill Team fan, I don't see why you wouldn't want to be excited about this. It's far bigger expansion than I expected. I don't know about you. So many new models for majority of the factions. The ones that you'd care about, I suppose. And then obviously everything is also getting their chapter tactics and things now, which is crazy. But I don't want
cultures!
yeah, exactly. Obviously you got like Legion traits and your Space Marine Legions as well. So, chapter tactics. But today I'm bringing the Necrons. First time I brought the Necrons, Alan brought them last time. Thanks to my friend Josh for lending me these. He might be watching this. And Alan is bringing his Space Wolves. Obviously, unfortunately, yet he can't use the chapter tactics, which will be cool when we get that. We've both kind of got elites. We're getting ready to be able to use in the kill teams when it comes out. So possibly the next video you see might be elites. Not going to promise that, but probably will be.
We've got some work to do that, yeah.
We've got some work to do, but it's possible. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, it's going to be commanders today. I think we'll take you through the kill teams. I won't leave you guys too long. Obviously, please do, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, leave us a comment. Comments push the video, so if you do want to help us, that's the way to do it. Gets us out there, and obviously when Elites comes out, I'm gonna try my best to film as many as I can to basically release more than we usually would. Get as many factions out there with the new models, and we'll do some talks on it. I'm planning on possibly doing a how to play as well, so I can put that out there for you too. If you want to look at our Patreon page, now's the time to do it. We're getting some more people involved with it now. Alan's a Patreon himself, and we're essentially. You'll get an Elites, at least one, probably even two this month for Elites, for Kill Team, extra video just for members on Patreon, extra, so if there's a time to support us, it's definitely now. So thanks for all your support, guys.
We need to buy all these new models.
We do, basically, yeah. There's no easier way to put it. Like, I don't like having to mention it every time, because just you guys being able to watch it's awesome, but at the end of the day, we do put in a lot of work. A lot of hours to it, and yeah, I ain't gonna babble on any more about it. We'll get into the game. I'll show you the kill teams. We'll see you there. Here we go. This is my Necron kill team. Good mix today. Excuse me, choking on a crisp. Necron kill team. Good mix, because I'd kind of wanted to try them out. I haven't played them myself before, but also it's going to come in well for this scenario. It's called running battle, so it's essentially starting in two corners each, one corner each, and then running for the objectives, which I don't know how well that's going to work for Necrons, we'll see. So Commander, taking Necron Overlord with War Scythe and Resurrection Orb. He's going to be Fortitude Specialist level 3. He's getting his, obviously, 6-up extra save to ignore damage. It's going to be hard for me to remember the rest, but it'll come up throughout the battle as to what I've taken. For Specialists, I've got a Necron Warrior here as my leader. Coming across, I've got two death marks with the normal loadout that they can take. One's a sniper specialist and one's a comms. Coming across, a normal warrior, and then we've got two flayed ones, obviously non-specialists. So a good mix. We'll see how this kill team works out for this game scenario we've drawn today. It's the last of the Annihilation rules, and then essentially, if you haven't seen Annihilation before, it's like a tournament style rule pack, I suppose. So I'll show you here, we've got the 3 secondary objectives that we can choose from out of like 5 or 6, I think. So if you want to pause it, just take a look at the ones I've taken for this game, you can. And now we'll go on to see Alan's Space Wolves kill team that he's brought for today, and also his secondary objectives.
Okay, I brought a new commander this week. Captain Slain, he's a Primaris Captain, level 2 melee specialist.
Very nice.
As always, it's Heimdall's Hounds, and there's Heimdall Swiftboar himself, the leader, scout specialist. Well, he's a scout, but a leader specialist.
Very nice.
Combat specialist, Bjorn Bearheart. We got Bullet Man Baldur at the back there. He's a heavy specialist now. He's been upgraded. He got promoted to heavy specialist.
I like it.
Got a new demo specialist there, Warbreaker. And a couple of non-specialists. We've got a TAC Marine with Power Fist and Plasma Pistol, Sven the Scrapper, and this chap at the back is Anchorman, and he's a Reaver with a heavy bolt pistol and combat knife.
Very nice. So nice theme going on, some names as well, which we love to see. And we've definitely said this guy must be the most Space Wolfy with the ginger beard. Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? Right, I'm just going to pass this on to Alan so he can show you in secret his 3 secondary objectives.
Here are the special objectives I've chosen. Pause and have a look if you want to see them closer.
Map for today, as you can see, fairly, what's the word? I'm not going to be able to think of the word now. Yeah, you could say populated, I suppose, but I mean, I've tried to make it as same both sides. I'm trying to think of the word now.
Oh, symmetrical.
Symmetrical, thank you, Alan. God, I've just lost for words there. Essentially, it's called Running Battle. It's the last of the Annihilation Pack battle plans, so we'll probably take a break from that after this, but I do like playing them. You get the secondary objectives as well. But essentially, you've got an objective here in the middle. I've kind of put like this road through the middle. It's kind of obviously a ruined sector, I suppose. It's going to be from the middle line here, diagonal line to this side, and the same on this corner, diagonal from here to the middle there as well. In each corner is where we both choose to deploy. So you both start on the same side in the corners, and then essentially the idea is to run to the other side of the map to quickly grab objectives to secure this sector. We both got the same number of models, so that'll be interesting. There's an objective there, so one right in between our 2 deployment zones and one bang in the middle. Then the other 2, the furthest away, are on the back here. So there's only 4 in total, but essentially you can achieve points by owning one single objective. You can earn a point by having more objectives than your opponent, which is going to be really interesting on this map. And then the special rule for the game is if you control the objective furthest away from your deployment zone, which obviously is a corner sector on each side here. So if you were to deploy in this corner, the furthest objective would be here. And for this corner, furthest objective away would be this one here, number 1. So that's essentially all it is. It's a slightly nice, simpler one, I think, actually today, which I think is going to be nice. And then obviously you've seen our secondary objectives that we've chosen, which can also be achieved at the end of the battle round or straight away, whatever they specify. So yeah, let's get into this, I think. We'll roll off to choose sides. There's no scouting phase. Okay then, folks, we'll do a roll off here, myself and Alan, to choose side and see who's deploying first. I get a 10.
Nice.
Alan gets a 9. So I'll get to choose the side and then Alan will deploy first. Or should I say a corner. Like I say, I've made it fairly symmetrical, but I think I'm going to go here and go for this one here, this corner. And then Alan will have to take that one. So what we're going to do, folks, is Alan will have to deploy first.
I'd have taken that corner too.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we've chosen our corners, so what we'll do is we'll set up for you, we'll show you everything set up ready to start this game. Alright then, super excited for this one actually. It's such a weird scenario, but at the same time pretty cool. So Alan finished deploying first, obviously, because I made him go first. We've got the equal number of models, so let me choose kind of where I wanted to put my commander, which was interesting. My leader, Necron warriors at the back here. We've got my 2 death mark snipers, if you like, up here, comms and sniper specialist. Commander, the overlord there. Normal Necron warrior, 2 flayed ones. Obviously, combat being what is going to be a bit of a slaughter fest over objective 1. And then Alan's just generally got a good mix here. He's got his heavy just there, behind some cover. The commander, importantly, down, probably actually symmetrical to my my commander there. So leaving options open. Got repel hook down there, is that? Some different things under there. Yeah, I'm buzzing for this one actually, just to see how it goes. But yeah, we're going to do a roll-off now, I think, for some initiative, Alan, if you're good with that. Here we go. For the Necrons, only a 5. Alan gets a 6. I think it's been one difference in it so far for the roll-offs.
Yeah.
So Alan will get the first initiative, I think, for this game. As we've said before, that's probably going to be quite nice, but we'll have to see here how it works out as we go into... I'm getting 2 command points and you're getting 2, because neither of us have got strategist.
No.
So 2 apiece for command points as we go into the movement phase of round 1. Just before we do anything else here, just had to halt Alan. I'm doing an aura ability with my Overlord, since he is kind of in the middle of all my stuff. So he's going to pop that off and it lasts until the end of the battle round. Essentially everything within 6 inches gets +1 advance charge into their hit rolls, and that's for any phase as well, so I thought it was worth the 2 really, because this is going to be an early fight here. So I'm down to 0 command points, but hopefully that'll be worth it maybe.
Nice buff though.
It is, yeah, it's very good, I hope. So first things first for Alan, you can see what he's kind of been planning out here, so readied with the heavy, readied with the leader at the back there. Here with the power claw he's going to make a charge into the 2 flayed ones, so I don't have any overwatch. Do you want to roll the charge then, see what you get there? Oh, I thought that, well, it might just be enough to get into the front one, I'm not sure. Yeah, it will be, I think, I'll give you that. Combat specialist is advancing. Oh, for a 5. Okay, so moved and advanced straight onto the middle objective there, which is going to be interesting. Okay, so the repel hook's going to advance for +1.
So that's only 7 inches.
Shot across the other side there, across the barren courtyard, I suppose. Advancing underneath here as well. Is that the combat specialist?
Demolition.
No, demolition, sorry. He's +5 to his advance roll, pushing into the middle. Just going to move the captain up a bit, yeah. For me, that was the end of Alan's movement, by the way. The 2 death marks are ready. As you probably expect, they're kind of my sniper nest to be able to kind of see anything across the map. We'll start off on the left here because I want to see what happens with the Necron warrior. He's going to make an advance roll. That is not what I wanted. We'll move him what he needs to move anyway. Everything else at the moment is within 6 inches of the Overlord, and I get +1 to my advance and charge rolls and my hit rolls. So what we're going to do here, the Necron warrior here is also going to try and make a run because the leader failed to get within 2 inches of this objective on the other side of the wall here. So needing, I don't know what I'm needing here, probably like a 4, but then maybe a 3 with +1. That's more like it, so I'm getting +7, so 12 movement with the Necron warrior. So yeah guys, Overlord is going to charge this front guy. I need a 7 with the +1 on my charge, but Alan will get to Overwatch with a single shot on a 6. Nope. I'm going to make the charge roll, looking for a 7 ideally more. I get a 6 +1, so I get a 7, so I think I'm an inch short, but we'll check that. It doesn't make it by about an inch, guys, unfortunately, even with the +1. So I'm going to leave him there and not use his charge move, because at the moment everything here is within 6 inches of the +1 to hit, so with his aura, which I need to use. This flayed one here is going to... He's going to go into this guy here, so no overwatch for you there. +1 to the roll, so I'm definitely getting into you there. Okay then, so Alan gets the first choice of readied models, because I think we've both got 2 readied models, I want to say. So he's going to go with the heavy specialist here, shooting half range into the sniper specialist, but he's going to be obscured. So -1 to hit, that's going to be U4s, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah, so 3 shots. Okay, 2 go through. 1 to wound, toughness 4.
Strength 5.
3s. Get both, okay. Death marks are 3 up, whereas warriors are 4 up, so 4 up saves for me now with the -1.
Oh.
I do make them, okay. So sniper specialist, 2 shots because he's in range of rapid fire of the, is it Primaris there? On the objective. Because I've got +2 to my roll, even if this guy was obscured, I'm going to be hitting on 2s anyway here, because I would usually be 3 ups. And then I'm in half range to rapid fire. With the disintegrator, so it's going to be 2s re-rolling 1s because I'm sniper specialist. Yep, Strength 4 to wound, your toughness 4 with Primaris, yeah? So 4s, 6s cause an additional mortal wound. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Leader here with the sniper is going to shoot into my overlord. He's within half range, but he's obscured. So here we go. It's going to be comm specialist into the same guy that my sniper shot at, so hopefully he'll have a bit better luck. He's hitting one less because he doesn't get the comms buff, but he still gets the buff from my overlord. So half range for rapid fire. It's going to be on 3s. I get 1. Don't get a reroll for sniper this time. 6s cause an extra mortal wound. It's going to be 4s again. I get it this time though, luckily. So the front one here is got a normal save. I don't have AP unfortunately, so it is just going to be your normal 3-up, I'm guessing, for him. You do make it. Alright, so the one at the front with the auto bolt gun is going to shoot with the assault weapon, but it's going to be -1 to hit, isn't it? Because he advanced. So you can shoot with an assault weapon when you advance, but it's still -1.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4s against the Necron warrior. There's no obscured, and it's half range, so rapid fire. So 1 hit and wounding strength 4, I'm guessing. So 4s because I'm toughness 4. Ooh, you just get it. No rend, I'm guessing. AP.
No.
So it's going to be 4-up save for the Necron warrior. He does make it. Yeah.
4s.
So this guy going next, this exact same thing. So 4s on rapid fire. Oh, nothing to hit that time. So the mastercrafted bolt gun, shooting into the overlord with 2 shots, half range but obscured, so hitting on 3s because you took ballistic skill. Ooh, he gets it. You're going to need 5s to wound though because you're strength 4 and I'm toughness 6 because I just took the +1 toughness, so you got 1 through. It's going to be a, I believe, 3-up save for me, no AP is there, so yeah, he's good. Yeah. I think other than that, it's going to be into the fight phase, I think, into Hammer of Wrath, which you've got a charge off here, and I've got a charge off there. So you're going to be doing yours first with the Power Fist. It's going to be 2 attacks, 4s, because -1 to hit, and then 2s, because double my toughness, into this one, yeah? 2 shots, 2 hits.
Oh, no.
Oh, Christ. Not hitting though. I guess it's just my attacks back there. Then I did make a charge in the end with the Overlord. I'm getting +1 to hit here, because I'm within 6 inches of my Overlord. 3 attacks for each of the flayed ones, so I'll start with the one that's charged. It's 2 ups to hit now because of the +1, and I'm re-rolling failed wound rolls on 4s. So 2s to hit, getting those, and then I'm looking at 4s re-rolling the failed wound. Okay, so just the 2. I don't believe there's any AP on those. Nope. So you're just looking at your standard 3-ups there. Failing 1. Leaving it, so I'm going to go 1 damage flesh wound roll on a 3 or less he lives. Oh, he does. I don't have a command point to re-roll, guys, so just going for the second attack from my other one, but he's flesh wounded at the moment. 2s again. Okay, no re-rolls on that. And then we're looking at 4s re-rolling wound rolls. Good job. Okay, there we go. So I've got 2 wounds, no AP, 3 ups again, 2 3-ups. There we go. Oh, he gets him this time. Okay guys, so just working out the points here. Both of us scored our secondary objective proximity alert and revealed that, because over here we both score it easily there. So basically, I should probably explain what it is. So proximity alert, as long as you have 2 friendly models within 1 enemy model, 2 inches of 1 enemy model. So you set off a proximity alert essentially. So objectives, it is contested here, so nobody gets a point for that. Alan has at least 1 objective there, and he also just about in the end holds this one here through the wall, as I do with the Necron warrior there. So Alan currently has 2 objectives, I only have 1 because this is contested. So Alan has more than me and gets a point, and we both get at least 1 point for holding 1 objective, so that means it's 3-2 at the moment to the Space Wolves going into battle round 2. I'm back up to 2 command points. Alan hasn't spent 1, so he's up to 4. Roll off here for battle round. I win it this time. Yeah, that's interesting. Right, then going into my movement, folks, I'm not going to use his aura ability this round, although it did help me with the flayed ones last round. I'm going to ready these 2 death marks again. Right, my leader specialist is going to push around onto the back objective here, and just kind of, he's not going to be able to stay in any cover whilst holding it, so I'm just going to have to leave him there. Necron warrior down below here is going to also ready. So, making decisions with the Overlord, I'm going to come and contest with this objective. It's going to be hero battle time. It's on. We're going to try and get the Overlord in. I do have command points if I really need a reroll, which probably will if I... But let's hope that I don't need it. And I probably will. That's what I get for for saying that. I'm going to have to do it at command point. Reroll for a 9. That's going to do me there, thank God. But I do have to spend a command point, so I'm down to 1. Should have mentioned it before, but Alan will get Overwatch as well.
It's an assault 2.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, nothing there, no 6s, so I got successfully in there with the Overlord in the end. And then we're going to have a look here at going into Space Wolves movement. So
that was just an ordinary move.
Yeah, the ordinary move there. The other Marine here, the Primaris, yeah. He's going to try and attempt an 8-inch charge into my Necron warrior. I'll get to Overwatch on rapid fire with 6s here. Oh, I get A6. Can I do a damage before he gets in? 4s to wound. No! Okay, come on in, I suppose. Oh, no. Maybe not. Spend a command point?
I'm definitely spending a command point.
See if you can roll an 8 then, on the reroll. Not to be. You can move the 4, I suppose, if you really want to, straight at him, or you move nothing. So the Primaris here has moved his full 4 to try and get close to that objective. Repelling to the other side to make sure he's got on that objective there and possibly pull off a shot later, we'll see. Okay, so bit of movement everywhere, failed charge over here, been charged over here, and then obviously 2 readying here again, similar to my death marks. So yeah, and then obviously this guy here moved slightly to get into some more cover while staying on this objective. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so first for me is going to be the ready sniper, getting comms here, by the comms below him again. So the death mark, 2 shots rapid fire into the open, into the combat specialist. It's going to be on 2s rerolling 1s from the sniper specialist. So he's got +1 from the comms. Getting the first 2 hits, and then it's 4s to wound, 6s, or 6s are a mortal wound. So that's a mortal wound already to the Primaris Marine. So he's down to 1 already. And then it's 2 normal wounds. So that's going to be 3 up saves for you, Al, sorry. Because there's no AP on that. Oh, failed 1. So do you want to save him?
I think I do.
Okay.
I get a 3.
Right then, guys. So Al's actually going to re-roll the failed save roll for the with a command point. So you're down to 2, I think, and you get the save there. So that was worth doing. So I only took the wound there from the mortal wound so far. So you're just down to 1 for now. Close call, that one. Death marks and ready opening up now. Al's choice now for a ready model over here. Okay, so Heavy Bolt is going to go first into my death mark at the top here.
Mystic skill 3, but obscured.
And it's half range, we checked that, so it's going to be 4s for Alan. Getting 2. Not bad. And then you're looking at strength 5, was it?
Yeah.
So 3s to wound. 1 wound. AP -1.
Yeah.
So it's 4 ups for me. I do get it. Wow. Necron standing strong. My next one is the comms down below. He's going to try and finish off the Primaris down there. So it's just going to be 2 shots again, but this time it's on 3s.
Is that on this one? Or
the same one there. I'm going to try and see if I can take the other wound off. Oh my gosh! I missed both there. Okay, the leader specialist is outside of half range with the sniper to shoot at the death mark down there. So he's going to be 5s to hit, unfortunately. Oh, so close. You can't get any more tilt than that on the dice. Okay, the last of my readied is the Necron warrior just down here. The one on the other side had to move. So this one here, rapid firing on, I want to say 3s, maybe 4s. It is on 3s. He's going to go straight into this guy as well. Do get both hits. Yeah. Looking at strength 4s for me. I do get both wounds this time. So it's going to be -1 AP as well, so 4 up saves now for the Space Wolf and the Primaris.
Oh man.
Oh dear. So 1 dice for flesh wound roll on a 4 up, he will go down. What did I get?
6.
A 6. Are you going to spend your last 2 command points out to save him?
Yes, I am. That's what I've
I
been
hate that
saving.
tactic so much.
That's what I've been saving him for.
So basically, guys, you
Only
can.
death does duty end.
Yeah. So my Necron warrior is blasted the Space Wolf to bits. So he's down. Well, he's back up to 1 wound technically, but we can remove that and replace it with a flesh wound. So basically, if I roll a successful nerve test, sorry, not nerve test, flesh wound roll, then Al can spend the 2 points with his Astartes tactic to flesh wound him instead of him being taken out of action. Right guys, so my initiative for the first of the non-readied models, it's going to be my Necron warrior is just in range of the, is it Primaris?
Reaver.
Down here. So it's only the single shot, long range obscured, so it's going to be on 5s I want to say. No, so it's just on to Alan's choice now.
D6 shots.
So is it a Reaver here?
It's an intercessor.
Intercessor, sorry, is actually firing a grenade from his grenade launcher because he gets a bonus range basically. It's going to the Necron warrior down here, and Al's going to use a frag, so you get D6 shots.
2.
It's going to be 3s because half range and not obscured.
It's strength 3.
You need to hit first.
Oh, yeah,
3s,
yeah.
don't you? Yeah, with a grenade. Okay, so you get the hits. It's strength 3, isn't it,
Yeah.
frag? So needing 5s. And toughness 4. Oh! That was a nice grenade. Even though it was only the 2 shots, they were obviously hit their mark. Whether it takes me out or not, because I've got 4 up saves here. Oh, that's not good. Well, the 1 damage each, so obviously just flesh wounding with 1 dice. If Al rolls a 6, then I ignore it. Oh, it did! That is animation protocol there, right off. Essentially, shooting is now over. It's gonna be going into some combat here, I believe. It's gonna be charged models first, which I've got my Overlord. So I'm gonna spend a command point here to use the command general command tactic for commanders. That I can re-roll failed hit and wound rolls with my commander if he's attacking another commander this combat phase. I've got 3 attacks with my Overlord with the War Scythe that he has. It's +2 strength for strength 7 because I'm strength 5. 2+ to hit on weapon skill. So re-rolling all of this on 2s and 3s. So I get the 2s there anyway. And then we're looking at 3s re-rolling. Re-rolling the failed one there. I get all 3 there. -4 AP, so it's just going to be your Invuln, Al.
Yeah, he's got an
Invuln on
iron
4 up
halo,
here.
which
Yep.
gives him a 4 up invuln.
There we go.
Which I could
2 damage
really
each
do
these.
with.
Well, you make 1, and then it's 2 go through for 2 damage each. Have you got any extra ignores for him? Probably not, I'm guessing. No. So that's 4 damage straight through, so he's down to 1 wound.
He's got 6 wounds.
6 wounds, so he's down to 2 wounds. So that's the Hammer of Wrath phase done. We go into Fight for Your Lives phase, and I have the initiative, so I get to choose the first model, then Alan, then me, etc. Okay, so the flayed one here, we'll go with this one at the back. It is 3s to hit, so 2 hits, and then it's 4s re-rolling failed wound rolls because I have flayed 1 clause. I do get both wound rolls, so 2 3-up saves for the Space Marine, the Space Wolf. Oh, he makes him again there. He's clinging on, fighting off with a Power Claw. Al, you'll get a choice of model here. So the normal Marine is 5 ticks, he's flesh wounded and Power Claw, so 2 attacks. Are you going to go the one that hasn't attacked?
Yeah, might
makes
as well.
Oh,
jeez.
No. Okay. I think that Power Claw is going to be a bit, just hold them up now, to be honest, isn't he, on 5s? It's going to be tough. My other flayed one, he's going to have to attack into the Marine still. So it's same again, 3s, all hits, 4s re-rolling wound rolls, 2 re-rolls, I'm going to make 2 wounds. Save again, so 2 3-up saves for the Marine, no AP. Making saves like a boss. He's alright right now. I feel like he's maybe the Space Wolf Thanos with that gauntlet on. So just to point out, guys, before the captain goes here, the flesh wound should have been ignored, but I think it was flunked anyway, the 2-hit roll, so we were not too bothered. So it would have been on 4s because of transhuman physiology. So the captain going to go? You know what he's going to do, Al? So I'm going to be pretty tough to kill. I've frostied up this Overlord, but we'll see what he can do. Yeah, you're hitting well, I think, on 2s.
I'm hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah. So being melee specialist, so so hit on 2s, rerolling 1s.
6 attacks.
6 attacks. So you've got the numbers. Just see what we can do here.
Oh, you kidding me?
Rerolling 1s.
1s.
No, so it's not that bad, is it? Yeah, you get all of them now. Fair enough. That reroll definitely helped. So strength 4 because of only got a power sword there with the captain, and I'm toughness 6 because I've taken level 3 ferocity. So, well, I'd had to choose the specific one, but I'm level 3, so that's what I chose. So it's going to be 5s on the dice though there. No rerolls on wounding.
No.
Didn't take anything like that, so 5s straight up. Okay, yeah, that's cool with me, so you get 3 there. It's just 1 damage for each of these, 3 went through. The Necron Overlord, it would be minus 3 AP, but I got my 4-up in-bun. So 4-ups, and then I got essentially disgustingly resilient with ferocity. So passing 2, and then a 6-up to ignore the 1 damage. Can it be done?
Oh man!
Oh, brutal.
If Fortitude, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Fortitude, sorry, not Ferocity, it's the other one, isn't it? Fortitude. If the damage had gone through, I'd have healed it at the end of the battle round anyway with the Overlord. So...
Shall I surrender now?
Yeah. With that battle there, I think the Overlord might be winning that one.
Yeah.
But that is that. I think everything's attacked there now. So it's going to be a case of sorting out points again this round. I do control that one now as I have 3 on the objective over your 2. And the middle one you do still hold. You hold this one here, and I hold this one still. So this battle round, engage all fronts, nice.
That's why I was so desperate to have him in this corner of the board.
So Al has this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner here at the moment. Oh, he just survived there, didn't he, to be able to hold that. To be able to get engage all fronts, so if you have a model in each quarter of the battlefield, you get a point. For me... it's going to be just proximity alert, I think, over here, and you'll get proximity alert again as well. Other than that, we'll just work out points here. So, worked out the points here. It's 6-4 now to Space Wolves at the moment. Just hanging on. No morale is needed, I don't think, yet. Points coming from, I got proximity alert again, as did Alan. And then, obviously, we've both got at least 1 objective, but then contested for 2-2, so no extra points there. So it is just I gained 2 points and Al gained 3, and now it's 6-4 to the Space Wolves. So we'll do a roll off here for battle round 3, I want to say. So 2 battle rounds left. I get a 7, very average. Will Alan beat this time? It's a 7. Reroll, another 7, and an 8. The roll offs have been tight. Alan's going to get initiative this round, so we'll see how that goes down as we go into both getting 2 command points for this round, and we're going to go into battle round 3. Okay, so I'm going to go with the charge here first, Alan, yeah? Into the Necron Warrior. I do get 2 dice rapid fire on 6s. I get 1. The last one didn't wound, I don't think. Strength 4 for 4s, I want to say there. Nothing else, I don't think, for the Warriors. I always get confused. Oh, I missed again with a wound. Okay. Charge roll.
Oh, yeah.
He could roll double ones. No, he doesn't. He's getting in. And then obviously, just to be able to get within 2 inches is probably the objective. Right, that is. He's getting in there. The Space Wolf Primaris into range of the objective. So he's not going to be able to get shot at this round. That's going to help him a little bit, hopefully. Other than that, readying all the models, Alia.
Yeah.
So grenade launcher here. Well, and then these 2, and also on this side, so don't want to move them off that objective, which is probably sensible. Over here, the death marks, I've moved the sniper down next to the comm specialist, so the comm specialist is going to ready, but obviously the one next to him, the sniper specialist, is going to, has moved, so he won't get to ready. Other than that, I'm sticking in combat here. I had a look at being able to fall back, but there's no point right now. I think I'm just going to have to try and clear this up this round. And then obviously over there, I've moved. You might just be able to see down there, yeah. There is a Necron warrior that was on the other side on the objective, has moved into the window. Right then, first shooting attack. Decisions to be made here. Heavy Bolt is going to shoot at the Necron warrior in the window down there. So it's just in 18 inches for half range, but then it's obscured, so it's going to be on 4s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
One hit. Wounding on strength 5, toughness 4, so it's going to be 3s. Oh, he gets the wound. Right, so -1, so it's going to be a 5-up save for the Necron warrior. Oh, the -8 1 AP made a difference. I think I'm just going to let you do the flesh wound roll, not spend a command point on 5-up.
Well, it's just a 5 basically, because if I get a 6, he
Oh, that's true, yeah.
protocols.
So I'm within an inch of cover, and obviously resurrection protocols on a 6, I live anyway, so it's literally on a 5 right now, that he'll be flesh wounded killed, rather than flesh wounded. Yes, on a 5, the warrior will die, basically.
No.
So flesh wound for the Necron warrior at the back there. Common specialist from out of my death marks readied, so he's going to shoot half range rapid fire into the intercessor.
Mm-hmm.
He's obscured, but in half range rapid fire, it's going to be on 4s. I get 1, and then wounding on 4s as well, but 6s are an additional mortal wound. I get a 5, so just a normal damage, but then it's a 3-up save for him anyway. No, he doesn't make it this time. So the intercessor suffers a damage. He is down to 1 wound for now. It's going to be on to the rest of Alan's readied models, and then we'll go to non-readied shooting. So the intercessor is going to go shooting into. Well, we'll see how many he gets. He's going to get a frag grenade off. That's what you want. Still got a hit and wound, but possibly now better odds than firing the bolt gun. That was the risk to take, I guess. You could split them if you wanted to.
I think I will.
Are you going to?
I'm going to give 3 to each.
Yeah, when you're wounding on 5s, hitting on 3s. Okay, so we'll do the comms first then on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 5s. Oh, he gets a wound. So the comms, it's going to be no AP on the frag, so it's just a 3-up save for the death marks. Yeah, he's fine. Other frag, blasts from the frag into the sniper specialist on 3s. Getting all 3 hits this time, and then 5s to wound. Not with that one. Okay, last threaded model is the sniper. We'll sort him out. Alright, the sniper is going to shoot at the sniper specialist into my death mark. It's going to be long range obscured though, so it is going to be 5s. Sorry, it's not long range, it's half range, but obscured, so 4s is what it's going to be. Oh, do you get it? So just like the death marks, it's a sniper, so it's going to be wounding on 4s. 6s cause an additional mortal wound. No, not to be. Unless you want to spend a command point to re-roll it, but that is really probably not worth it. Right, so I think that's actually all you're shooting at, aside from you've got a plasma pistol here.
Oh yeah.
He's not been charged this round, so you can shoot your pistols in combat. Okay, so plasma pistol here, transhuman, so ignoring the flesh wound. You're going to go into
just the closest one.
Closest one there, and that is going to be hitting on the 3s.
Please.
No.
Oh, come on.
You supercharged it.
Oh
no. We've got to say that, but Al did supercharge it.
I did.
Unless you want to re-roll it with a command point. Al wants to keep his 2 command points to basically probably save the captain, I think, later on. So unfortunately he blew himself up by supercharging his plasma pistol. So the one that looked most Space Wolf probably acted most like a Space Wolf.
That's the second time I've supercharged. And the second time I've rolled a 1 on a supercharge. I'm never.
You shouldn't have done it then. You shouldn't do it. Okay. My sniper specialist has got to go. He's going to go into the intercessor, rapid fire, 2 dice. He's going to get comms, and his sniper re-rolling 1s. You're obscured, so my comms basically just ignores that, so it's a 3-up on 2 dice. Re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. Yeah, getting the hits. Then we're looking at wounding on 4s. 6 is getting additional mortal wound. Oh, no 6, but I do get 2 wounds, so no AP there. It's just going to be 2 saves on a 3-up again for the Intercessor. Oh, Max again. He's living at the moment. Oh, okay. And then we've got my Necron warrior down there in the window who has been flesh wounded, but he's going to rapid fire into the Intercessor as well. It's going to be 4s because I'm flesh wounded. No, not like that it won't. So we're going to go, I think that's the end of the shooting for what I can see. So we're going to go on to some combat here. Okay, so I'm going to use decisive, is it, I can't remember what it's called.
Decisive strike?
Decisive strike. With my Overlord coming into combat phase to attack with him first, because there's been no charges this phase, so it just comes down to initiative, and Al's got the initiative. So I'm spending my only 2 command points and piling in with the Overlord, because I want to block off these flayed ones as well, because obviously you could pile in this round. So we'll see what we can do here. 3 attacks, it's going to be on 2s. No rerolls for me though this round.
Oh man.
Oh, that's not good, is it? To be fair, he's got 2 damage though. Okay, so just the single wound roll on a 3-up. He does get that. Unfortunately, 6s don't do anything. Minus 4 AP, so it's just your 4-up invuln. And this does 2 damage, so if you don't make this, you will have to use your command points, so it's a big deal. Oh, he does! I suppose you could have spent a command point to reroll that as well. But attacks back into the Overlord, I suppose.
Yep.
On, was it 2s?
2s, rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Yep, nice and easy there. You'd expect to hit with that. Wounding though on 5s again, because I'm toughness 6. Oh, what's that? 4 wound rolls. It's going to be my 4-up invuln save, then ignores damage. Oh, it's not good. 3 6-ups though to ignore the damage because they're 1 damage each. Oh, okay, I got 2 6-ups. That made up for it. So I suffer a damage, which I'm then going to heal in the end of the battle round. So yeah, he's a tough mother. But then to be fair, the captain, man, he stood well that time. Maybe the rerolls were needed, but then I just didn't want to risk Alan piling in here to these flayed ones. I need those numbers. 5 attacks for the Space Wolf then into my Necron warrior. Ignores the first flash wound, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, definitely getting that. And then wounding, what strength are you with him? So 4's to wound, strength 4. Not so good, that's for sure. Could have done at least with 1 or 2 of those. You not got any rerolls? As in, like, want to make any?
No.
Okie dokie. I'll work out what I got with the Necron warrior here. Necron warrior with a single attack on 3s. I got a 2 anyway, so I didn't even hit with mine. So yeah, stalemate over there, to say the least. Then, working out victory points finally, folks. We got a point each from secondary objectives. Objectives in general, couldn't quite push Alan off any really this turn still. You hold the one in the middle, I hold this one, you hold that one, and I hold that one still because I got 2, one more than you. So it's the same as last round. It's you gain. Actually, it's not actually. We both have the same number of points increase this time. 1 each for secondaries and 1 each from objectives, which means 2 apiece, which I believe puts it 8-6 going into the last battle round of the game. Right, folks, battle round 4 is the last round. It's going to be a roll off here. Who's going to get initiative this time? I get a 10. I'll get to 5, so I will get initiative this round. Okay, first things first then from the Necrons. It's going to be the flayed one that's out of combat here. This one's stuck in now. This one at the back is going to make a charge roll, and he's going to go for the Intercessor here. I think, yeah, we'll go for the Intercessor. So you can probably fire possibly a grenade there, frag grenade if you want to. On a D6, probably best for Overwatch, I'm guessing. Gets 5. He's been flopping out those grenades for the explosions. Let's go with. It's going to be 6s to hit though for 5 shots. 1 hit. Not bad. Then we're looking at.
Strength 3.
So it's going to be 5s though to wound.
5.
Got a 5. It's going to be. I think I want to say it's 4 up for flayed ones. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take the wound here, but to flesh wound, well, to remove him from action is going to be on a 5 for Necrons because I'm with an inch of cover +1. And I got reanimation protocol, so basically on a 5 he gets removed out of play, so you never know. So we can get here. 6, so I ignore it being Necron, obviously. 2 dice though to try and make this charge roll into the intercessor. Not on a 3, I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. At this point in the game, I need to try and get in there.
Oh,
no,
man.
definitely not with that. End of my movement phase. Didn't make it, I'm not going to move the combat charge. These 2 are stuck in combat, and the death marks here are going to ready. Necron warrior over there is just going to stay in combat. Moving my Necron warrior there just outside of the range of the window, so he's out of view because he's got a flesh wound right now. I want to make sure he's on that objective so I can hold it. And we'll go into Alan's movement for the space wolves now.
Points down.
Right then, folks. Gonna charge here with the heavy bolter, just try and basically end game stuff now, I suppose. Well, definitely getting in there, getting over the top. Okay, right around the back, and then sniper specialist. Get into there anyway. Oh, he gets it as well. Yeah, an 8-inch charge.
Oh, nice.
Man, I can't believe that. That's the end of Alan's movement. Managed to charge with these 2 here, soaking up over there, and then over here my death marks have readied, so we're going to go into some shooting here because they're... Well, is he readied as well, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'd be my shot choice first, so I'm going to go with the sniper specialist, 2 shots rapid fire into here. It's going to be comms as well, so 3s re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. Oh, my endgame rolls are not doing well. There we go, so I wound though on a 4, no extra mortal wound with a 6, but we'll deal with that. 3 up save, oh he's done it again. Your choice, so probably the intercessor?
Yeah, 2 shots into the sniper.
You're going to do that, yeah, which one are you going to go for? The
sniper himself,
the sniper specialist, okay. Hitting, yeah. Wounding on 4s. Oh, one wound. It's going to be no AP, so I'm guessing.
No.
No AP.
No.
So it's just going to be 3 up save for them. So it's going to be on a 4 up, he dies, but 6s he lives because it's Necron.
Basically,
Still a
4
good
or
chance,
5.
but you never know. Could take him out.
No.
He does live. Unless you want to reroll it with a command point. I don't think there's any point, to be honest. I'm not on an objective or anything. No. So he's flesh wounded, the sniper specialist. Then I've got to shoot with my comms. Where are we? I'll put a 1 on him in a moment, flesh wound. But comms is going to go. Same again, 2 shots into the intercessor. We want to try and take him off that objective, really. It's going to be 4s for being obscured. No, it's not happening. Before anything else starts for the combat phase, folks, I'm going to spend my last command point to have the re-rolls against commanders with my overlord, just to even out the odds maybe a bit. For Alan, it's going to be these 2 who have charged, going before anything of mine. Who are you going to go with first, Al?
Baldur! We'll go, I guess,
into him.
Maybe the middle one.
Middle one, with the heavy bolter, just single attack. Hits, wounding on a 4, so no.
Into the same guy.
Sorry, yeah, the leader going into the middle one again. Yep, and wounding on 4. He does this time. So I need to save first on a 4 up. No, blade ones aren't saving. So we're going to look at flesh wound roll for him because I haven't got any more command points to reroll. There's no cover there, so it's going to be 4 or 5 he dies. Oh, he does as well. Down goes the flayed one there. I'm going to have to even out the odds here. But I know that Al's got at least 1 2 command point jobby to keep somebody alive.
I mean, you can only use that once in a turn.
I know, that's the one thing I'm banking on, to be honest. Flayed one's going to go, and he's going to go pile in here, and he's going to attack you there, since you charged both. 3 attacks on looking at 3s, get 2, and 4s re-rolling wound rolls. So I do get both of those. Unfortunately, 6s do not do anything. So no AP, so they're both into the leader. So you're needing 3s. Yeah, get one. Could re-roll it.
I'm going to spend a command point.
Command point to re-roll the save. For 3 up. Yes!
Oh!
There we go. So a flesh wound roll, unless you want to spend the 2 command points to keep him alive, probably for the captain. Save it. Yeah. Well, I roll it first anyway, to be fair. So on a 4 up, I want to say he's going to die, and he does. Okay. Are you going to spend it?
No.
You're going to leave it. Captain going into the Necron Overlord. That 2's rerolling 1, so he's going to be hitting. Wound roll is 5 still because I'm toughness 6. 1 this time. Looking for me at 4 up invuln and 6 up ignores damage. He's fine. The Overlord won't go nowhere this game. And then he would have healed that again anyway.
Yeah.
So he's pretty mad. My attack's into the captain. I'm re-rolling hits and wound rolls because of my command point I spent into the commander. I mean, I know Alan's probably he's gonna keep him alive anyway here, I suppose, but I don't think there's anything else I can really do at the moment, to be honest. So we're gonna go into the captain. It's gonna be I want to say 2's to hit, re-rolling. Yes, followed by 3's to wound, re-rolling. Good job as well. 2 go through. It's going to be an invuns for you, so 2 4-up invuns to start with. Oh, Alan. Okay, so the captain lives again. Made his saves nice after the first battle round. Okay, so I mean he was going to live anyway. That was the thing. That's so tough. So you will get your attack here with your combat specialist. He's 5 attacks, I think you said he was. So combat weapon +1, and yeah, so
that'll hit.
Yes. And then you're looking at wounding on force. Oh my god. 5 saves to make for the Necron. 4s. I failed 2. It's just 1 damage anyway, I'm guessing. So you're looking at... He's not flesh wounded yet, so no cover. 4 or 5 goes out of action. No, single dice. It's 1 damage. Oh my god, Alan. God damn it. What is this endgame plays? That's now drawn up that objective as well. The Necron goes down. Just working out victory points at the very end of battle round 4 here. Both me and Al got a secondary objective, and then Al's contesting now both of these, and you've got 2 objectives still on each of these. So Al has more than me and at least 1 objective, which means Al's +3 and I'm +1 this round. So yeah, Alan's 11 points, victory points, and I'm on the 7, unfortunately. The end game there for me was just too rough. I knew that I wasn't probably going to be able to catch up enough there after some things happened.
If you'd have knocked him off and taken out one of those, you could have caught up maybe.
The point I think I knew I'd lost it was just where I flunked the re-roll charge here. That was massive for me. Because he had 1 marine left and there was a chance the flare might have taken him out, you see. And then these would have been freed up to shoot at somebody else. I don't know, it was a strange one. And then obviously the look towards the end of the game, I think 2 flesh wound rolls on 4s and 5s for both of those, which contested both of these. But that's the way it goes. But like I say, guys, the only reason I wasn't so fussed about it is because, I mean, I never do get that bothered by it anyway, to be honest, and Al would have won by at least a couple of points in the end there, I think, anyway. I just couldn't catch up. So, I mean, looking at these are 2 kill teams when they're played properly that are just absolutely solid to kill. We both lost 2 fighters the whole game. I was saying to Alan, Alan was saying obviously to me, if I'm in cover when he shoots at me or attacks me in combat, you can only kill me unless I'm flesh wounded already on a 5, which is hard. And then I was saying to Al, obviously with any Adeptus Astartes force, the ability, I think I said it the last time we played, just to use the 2 command points and you can just ignore dying. That's nice, that's powerful as well. So, yeah, 2 hardy kill teams.
That's the one from the
expansion.
From the expansion box.
As always, Al, thanks for coming. That was awesome.
As always.
I hope you guys enjoyed that game as well. A really nice mat set up today. Forgot to say at the beginning of the game, this mat is one of the double-sided playmats by playmat.eu. So if you want to go and check them out, please do. SMG2019 coupon code is what you can use to get an extra 10% off mats from them, or anything that's on their website, to be honest. So be sure to check that out. Obviously, terrain and things is generally from Games Workshop here, and a mix of our own stuff. And then I've sprinkled a bit of powder snow everywhere to make it look pretty cool for this game. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. As I say, please do check out Patreon. I think there's an extra game with me and Alan up on there at the moment, and there'll be lots going up this month on there for exclusive to members. For Elites, because Elites is going to be so awesome. Imagine what your Space Wolves are going to be like when they got chapter tactics as well. And the same goes for the Necrons probably. So that's going to be really exciting, and obviously we'll have lots of new model choices. So do tune in for that, guys, and subscribe ready for all the Elite action. Until then, we'll see you next time, and happy skirmishing.